Does anybody remember where we left off?
We left off.
Woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
Someone was on the roof.
Woke
Jacob
up
was
in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
He did. But yeah, it was the morning after.
Jacob was being a fucking peeping Tom.
He was just creeping on top of the roof.
Watching people as they sleep.
Talked to Ellen.
Batman, guys, Batman.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill some bitches.
Yeah, so obviously, as we had left off after we got through the night, y'all have spoken to some people. You did some things. You got some rest. Everybody has fully recovered. Nice drink. Thank you very much. Is that milk?
It's horchata.
Oh, horchata. Is it goat milk?
I'm so offended.
Cool. Yeah. So you howdy.
Get up!
Hey yo. So as the town is waking up, you guys have had your nice, lovely breakfast.
No, get
Hey!
out of the game. It's lagging. Get out of here.
Who's making the hotspot?
This one. Kyle, dude, we're trying to dungeon here. This is very important.
They're
Get the
trying to
fuck out.
drag in the dungeon.
Dragons!
Dragons. So, of course, Lenore, she had made your food for you. A nice, good, hearty breakfast. Everybody has eaten their fill. You can smell the breakfast floating through. Everybody has had time to recover, chill. And so at this point, you guys kind of have your, you have your, well, I mean, you have a mission to do. You have all been, I'll just say, regrouped. So as the early morning kicks off, the town is starting to bustle. Everybody's awake and out and about and doing things. What you gonna do?
All right.
We rally the people.
What the?
You are the people.
All right,
But
Jade,
why don't we make a big search group?
you
so it's
go
not
door
just
to door, Jade, and we'll come up with a real plan.
It's a good idea, man.
It's a good idea.
Merrickson.
What's that?
Go talk to Father Merrickson.
Exactly.
If that's what you want to do. Are you all going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, went back to the bar. I want a search party.
Okay.
You
Well,
gotta
he's.
stick around, Jade.
What's that?
Gotta stick around, Jade. She's gonna get all the kills.
She seems to attract violence.
Yeah, and I'm blind in the sunlight. I need
Yeah.
goggles.
Yeah. So if you want to go see Father Merrickson, he's the local priest of Pelor, of course, as the local area. Pelor, as a previous character liked to say. Anyway, so he is down at the local, I guess you could call it a chapel. It's just like a small little building, typical, I'll just say barn style frame. Simple doors, simple windows, a little bit of like the stained glass and some of the low light that comes in. But you walk in and it's just got the wooden benches with some makeshift cloth sitting on there, and he's just kind of up at the front. He seems to be kind of looking over his book, probably preparing his sermon for the coming week.
Great.
And as you walk in, he says, "Good morning. How can I help you? I trust you slept well."
We slept good. Yeah. Nothing really too eventful last night.
The dude in the group was pretty creepy. He's kind of a peeping Tom. Never mind. Scratch that.
What can I do for you?
What do you want to ask him?
Why he's so fucking sketchy?
You want to say that?
Man, why he's so fucking sketchy?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah,
No, I walk away.
Jade, Mia, you take it.
No, this was Leanne's idea.
Oh, fuck.
You all seem to need something, but I'm not sure. And you know, we're grateful that you guys are going to be going out and helping out. So, is there anything that I can do to assist?
Yeah, so after coming into town last night and getting a little bit of information about these wolves, and we're going to go and head out and on a hunt today, but we wanted to come here and ask you a couple of questions before we go.
Okay.
This
I'm happy to
necklace,
answer any questions you have.
Okay, so party in the bedroom. I just have 2 minutes to do this.
Oh, sorry. What? I'm getting distracted.
Ask the questions.
yeah, so, like, this necklace seemed to mean something to you, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it. But do you know anything about this necklace?
Although I don't have experience with it directly, I do know that as we've had these encounters, there's been plenty of the sheep herders and shepherds that, as the the wolves kind of run in and seem to get it. It's not the only one that's carried one of those before. Oddly enough, they do kind of seem to almost be wearing things that you wouldn't normally expect animals to be wearing. I haven't exactly seen one up close before. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Did we ask him?
Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't. Yeah, I'll give it to him. I hand it to Father Merrickson.
Father.
So he picks it up and he kind of takes a look at it and he goes, "It is kind of odd. I don't know. I mean, these just seem to be simple beads almost. I wonder where they got these from." And yeah, I don't understand. You know, they seem to be a little more advanced than what I would think, and they do things that just doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm glad that you're going to be here to help with this, and I assume you're going to take them out and kill them?
That remains to be seen if we can.
So he
We're
hands the...
definitely going to try.
He takes the necklace and he puts it down, and he kind of just like, scratches a little bit of notes and almost kind of like draws a little bit of a picture on a piece of paper to kind of, almost like it's just a simple sketch of what the necklace looks like. And then he goes, "Thank you for letting me see that," and he hands it back to you.
We need to threaten this bitch.
No, I think we should just go.
Okay, fine. We'll leave. It's fine. Goodbye, old father.
Don't listen to...
Good luck to you. If there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know. We
Thanks,
appreciate
sir.
what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And he kind of, as you're walking out, he's just kind of like staring up at you and just kind of watching as you leave.
Oh.
Dude, turn him. Threaten the bitch. I'm okay. I'm right back.
Wait,
I'm coming back.
Did we get the necklace back?
Did we get the I want the necklace back, bitch.
Yeah,
Please.
he handed it back to you.
Oh.
Okay.
He kind of like drew a picture of it a little bit on a piece of paper and scribbled down some notes, and then he handed it to you.
It's pretty weird.
He's a weirdie.
I think if we threaten him.
Why do you want to threaten him?
Because he knows.
Okay, well, you can be the one to strangle him and ask questions.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
So turn back?
No, I'm strangling. I jump on his deck.
Hold it.
My
One
nunchuck.
sec. Jade, settle down. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use the mage hand to try to lift that paper.
Okay.
Just to see what's written on it.
So you're basically gonna try and cast Mage Hand and slide the paper out
From his pocket.
Okay. All right. So
What would you do? Do you think Jade's intimidation way, my cunning way of stealing, or like Mia? Do you want to like eat him and then regurgitate him? Like, what do you want to do?
Just let me have 5 minutes alone with him, man.
No, Jacob should do this thing. He should still
Do your thing, Jacob. If it doesn't work, I'll come in.
Okay.
What
so,
if this is like a completely useless action?
Okay.
I mean, you have the option. So if you're gonna try and use your Mage Hand, go ahead and roll for it. Let's see how smooth you are with your Mage Hand.
Hold on.
So-
Okay.
Cause a distraction.
Before this happens, I talk to Bean and Adelaide, and then they walk out of the chapel, and then I do like a small little jog back up to the father, and then I just ask him about Willen the Rock.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that poor young boy. It's sad what happened to him, really, but I know they said that he's actually recovering well, so that's pretty good. It's it was pretty sad what happened to him.
Yeah, it's good that he's healing.
Yeah, I agree.
Jacob, go.
Okay, yeah, Jacob, go. Go.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have to roll. What is it?
You're gonna roll the d20.
D20. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna roll to see success on your action.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not gonna believe me. I rolled a 20.
Yeah! Get that piece of paper.
So as you know, because normally he's sitting here looking at all of the stuff right there in front of him, and he's the piece of paper is literally right there underneath the book, but he happens to be distracted, by Blueberry, and as he's sitting there talking, just kind of keeps his attention and kind of focuses him a little bit away, and he doesn't really notice that you can just kind of see, almost as if there's a little string on it, and just kind of pulling and tugging, the little piece of paper just kind of like slips down onto the ground, making no sound, and it just kind of like a feather just kind of wafts back and forth, almost with the lectern right there in front of him, so he doesn't see it, and slides on the floor, and
then I bend down to tie my shoe and I grab it. There we go.
And with deft sleight of hand, you just kind of lean down and you just pick it up, and then you just kind of turn around and walk away. And as he's talking to Blueberry, he's like, yeah, it sounds like he's going to make a full recovery, so we're really glad to hear that. Again, we're just really happy that you guys are here kind of dealing with this. It's been sad that this town has had to deal with this as long as it has, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. This is what we're here for. Okay, bye.
Okay. Good luck to you. And he just kind of turns around and he closes his book, and then he turns around, he just kind of walks back into one of the back rooms that was there, and kind of goes on about his business.
All right, let's go, guys.
All right, let's meet up, read the paper, then beat the shit out of the man.
Okay, so wait, let's just peek at the paper real quick.
So,
yeah.
So it's literally just a tiny piece of paper, probably about a half sheet by maybe like a 6.5 inches by just like a half sheet size of paper, and it was just kind of torn. And he just put a couple of notes on there, and it just says David, and it has a question mark. And he's got a little bit of it's kind of like a simple sketch of the necklace. You guys kind of saw him doing that, but upon close review, it literally is just a very rudimentary sketch of the necklace, in as quickly as he could do it, with this pencil. And then, below that, he just said, "I wonder where he is, question mark. Maybe this will lead to him."
Okay.
David.
Okay.
Who the fuck is...
Okay, so now, since there's no stake, can I just use Mage Hand to throw the paper back to where it was, since we now understand that we got to look for someone named David?
Why would we just... David, please.
No, we already know that that's his son.
Yeah, we already gained the knowledge.
Yes, that is his son. It's David Ach, but they call him David.
And this is called CYA. So we're gonna put the paper back. I just do it real quick now that he's out of the room. Boop boopity bop, and then I come join them.
All right, so the paper is back underneath the book, and he never hears anything the wiser. You are very smooth and silent as you creep in and use your super hands to put it back.
Super hands.
Well, better than mine.
So it seems like you guys are standing out in front of the chapel, and you kind of hear horses going by, and you hear people off in the distance. People are just kind of milling around doing their stuff. It's business as usual in the town. Again, the weather has been pretty decent, but obviously with all of the extra people, it's just kind of muddy roads in and out. But overall, it seems like kind of a busy little port town. surprisingly, a lot of traffic, and I think it's because of, like all the town meetings and everything, just kind of with them trying to get together and figure out what to do. But everybody's just kind of looking and nodding as you kind of like slowly make your way around, and generally everybody's pretty nice about stuff. They seem to kind of welcome you.
Should have asked about it.
Between free stay and free food, you guys have made out pretty good, and as you're walking, there's a little girl that's just kind of running across, and she basically runs up to Bean, and she just kind of pulls on his pants and goes, pulls on her pants. Says, are you gonna kill the wolves? Are you gonna save us?
Yeah. Yeah, we are, buddy.
And then it seems like one of the ladies that's over by the horse stable just kind of looks, and she's like, "Get over here, leave them alone." And so she's like, "I was just checking, Mom," and then she just runs back over, and then Mom just kind of waves to you and just kind of goes back about her business of brushing the horse and putting out feed and everything. And so yeah, it's just a town. What you guys gonna do?
Can we go to the forest where the wolves appeared?
You can definitely do that if that's the route y'all are going.
Is there anything we need before we leave?
Just run into the forest.
Everyone's got their.
Did you use anything?
Just my med kit.
Yeah,
In order for her, since she was healing the shepherd, I used the med kit. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, if there's anything you want to stop and do, or you just gonna head out to the woods.
Is there like a stall on the way out that we could run like along the main road? This is the trading town, right?
Oh yeah. There's definitely a trading post. You can go hit up the trading post.
Okay. Let's hit that up before we leave and go see what they have.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So you make your way over to the trading post. You walk in, and like I said, all these beautiful white buildings that are ironically pristine, considering how dirty the floor, and the road and how messy everything is. But then you walk in, it seems like everybody keeps their stuff fairly clean. You walk in, and there's just kind of shelves and aisles of stuff, and it's not terribly big. And it just has various smells of all the stuff that's there. A lot of the sundry stuff. They have some food supplies, flour, sugar, whatever. They have some furs. They have some tools. It's like literally just a small trading post where they have some food and stuff for the locals to be able to come by and pick stuff up and supplies. As you walk in, the store owner, he kind of looks and he says, "Hey, welcome. What can I do for you?"
Jacob.
Hi there. I was wondering if you had any like medical supplies that we could take into the field today.
Oh, sure. Are you looking for anything in particular? I mean, we have potions, we have like just simple first aid supplies. We have some bandages and some other stuff. What particular were you looking for? And he just kind of goes about and he's just, kind of shuffling things on the counters, and it looks like he's kind of just still trying to get the morning, the morning sale ready.
Okay. What range of health potions do you have?
Well, we don't have anything terribly big. We just kind of have, a couple of smalls and then a medium potion. That's really kind of all we have here. Those that dabble in magic, usually make more. But David's been gone for a while now, and he usually was quick to replace stuff for us. But as of right now, we really just have, some potions. And how many did you want?
Honestly, I was hoping to get 2 for, or at least 3 for everybody in the party here, and so that'd probably make.
Okay.
I don't know.
So he turns around and and he just kind of walks to the back counter. He reaches down, opens up a cabinet that's there, and he just kind of pulls out a couple of small potions, and he goes, "Okay, so here's 3, and these are the small potions." He goes, "I'll just charge you 25 gold for these." He goes, "They're pretty small. I apologize."
Okay.
Jacob, ask about David.
Ask him where he.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll complete the transaction. 25 gold.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything else that you need? Any other supplies? I mean, we got some snacks, we got some food. We have a lovely fire starter over here that that we just got in, which was pretty cool. Other than that, we got some fishing poles. We got let's see, and he just kind of starts haphazardly like rummaging through stuff. Almost like talking to himself, just going over his inventory.
Ooh, can I snag something now? I'm just kidding. Shoplifting, guys. I'm just kidding. No. I mean, technically I could, but we shouldn't.
I'm not a fishing pole. You have no stealth.
I know. Let's go Skyrim on this, guys. No. Okay.
Can I talk to the man?
I think we're all set. Our adventurers packs were packed before we came here, and the only thing we've needed really is to prepare for battle, and that's to get these health potions.
Oh, okay, great. Well, there you go. I mean, if that's all you need, then that'll just be 75 gold.
Okay.
Cha-ching!
Yeah. At least this was
insert video game sound here. Cha-ching! So, all right. So make sure that you take out the 75 gold from your inventory, and he just kind of like slides the potions. And do you need a bag for this, or?
I'm gonna. Well, we each have adventurer packs.
Okay.
So
All right. Well,
so
I
now
do thank you for
everybody.
coming by and picking it up. If there's anything else that you guys need, please let me know. I know we don't have much here, but if there's stuff that I need, I can always order things in. Since we're the port town, it'll take a day, probably to get most supplies, but we can get most of the supplies, from down in the city and have stuff shipped in. So if there's anything that you need, just let me know. And so he just kind of turns around and starts, finishing going through his inventory and just kind of doing stuff and, wiping counters and just kind of making it like just nice and clean for, for everybody that comes in.
Okay. So, Leanne, would you like to show him the necklace?
Oh yeah. Could you look at this necklace that we got from the latest wolf attack?
Oh, this actually, where did you get it? Who lost this?
It was found on one of the wolves that day.
Oh, I wonder who they took it from. That's weird. And so he picks it up and he kind of looks at it and he's like, it smells terrible, but I mean, yeah, it's nice. I guess that was a good find. And he just kind of like hands it back over to you and, and just kind of stares at you like an NPC. And then goes back on about his business.
Just smiling.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem too interested in it.
Okay. So do you know when David? Do you know when this David character went missing, by chance? Like when he actually stopped receiving goods here at this shop from him?
Oh gosh, it's probably been about 3 months now. I mean, it's been several months, and he was always out and about. I mean, he was really good with magic, and but he would just kind of go around the this whole area. He would just kind of patrol the whole area, but he would always come back, and he's always practicing his stuff, and he would bring us potions and everything, and he was the one that would usually ask for like all of the items. We would always have to have stuff shipped in because there was always always something that he was cooking up out of his books and trying to figure things out and just trying new stuff, and yeah, sorry, it's been a few months.
Does he have a place here in town?
Well, I know that I know that he used to kind of stay over, where his father was over in the over in the chapel, but for the most part, he was always out and about. He kind of seemed to prefer to stay out in nature.
Is David the son of the pastor there?
Yeah, Father Merrickson. Yeah, that's his son. It was it was interesting, when he left. We don't know what happened to him, but unfortunately, some people think that the wolves got him. It was about the same time that when he disappeared that all of a sudden the wolves kind of started attacking people, and it just kind of gotten really more frequently within the last month. They're getting pretty bold, I hear.
Interesting. Okay. Well, thank you for the information.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, we're always happy to help. It's kind of, in some ways, it's driven away business, as a lot of the people that have been here and they do their trades and whatnot. But people have been afraid as they're losing either cattle or supplies or whatnot. They kind of are afraid that they need to move on to some other place. But then it also brings wonderful adventurers like you into town, and so we always get a good gamut of stuff.
Well, we're always glad to help, and thank you for the potions.
Absolutely. I hope they work well for you.
Definitely. Okay. Now, are you guys ready to head out into the forest?
Let us go.
Let's go. All right, so you guys making your way out?
Yep.
Yeah. I have a question for everybody.
Oh.
Do you think that there's like that people are being turned into wolves?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, Jade, do you think you just killed David?
I think I killed David.
Yeah, I think
One-
you killed David too.
I think David is dead now. But that's okay because when we tell the old fucker, we can also beat the shit out of him for hiding shit.
Yeah. You did skin. I'm pretty sure you skinned David too, didn't you?
I can give it back to his pappy if he wants.
Here's his wolf skin.
Here's your son.
Wow, you guys are something else.
Is there any use in carrying that pelt around, or just, like?
I'm using it as my undies.
Okay.
I made it into undies last night.
It's a very rudimentary. We'll just call it like a caveman boxer brief of sorts. and
It's fucking great.
and Bean now has that same odor.
Oh,
Thank you.
great.
Oh, that's good though because then they won't smell me coming.
All right.
All right.
So what you guys doing?
Are we ready to forest?
Yeah.
Why church party fuckers? More people at hand.
We can't control those people.
Let's start
So-
heading up the main road. Back to the forest.
All right, let's go. Go
All right.
team, go.
So are you guys going to track the wolves down? Is
Does anyone have-
that your goal?
We could start where we left off.
Does anyone have a tracking
Yeah.
spell? Since I have the pelt and we have the necklace.
What is it?
This one's
Yeah,
with
hold on. One of us, like, I'm pretty sure.
You'd think I would.
You're useless. Can I just sniff it out?
Well, I mean, you can always try a survival check. I mean, anybody can try and do a survival check. Which
What is
is
that?
basically, it's wisdom. You use your wisdom skill, and so you can actually try tracking, because tracking is a skill, that you can attempt to do. So you might want to consider who has the abilities to be able to track and do stuff like that.
Who has the big? Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, so you can, if you are trying to track a creature, you can use, you can basically use survival, which is it's a wisdom roll. So you can use your wisdom skill for that if somebody has it.
So it's a wisdom?
Yeah. Wisdom perception check lets you spot, hear, or otherwise detect the presence of something. It measures your general awareness and surroundings and keenness
Yeah,
of your senses.
Mine's 16.
Your wisdom is 16.
Yeah.
So your passive wisdom is 16. What about everybody else?
Mine is 10.
What'd you say, Mia?
I'm
Are you looking? That's okay. Take your time. Look it up.
Oh, wait. I have 16 plus 3.
Oh,
Nice.
she's the winner.
All right. So
Thank God.
so that's a 19. Jake. Excuse me, Jacobius.
So I have 15 on is it perception?
Wisdom.
Oh.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Oh, I only have +1.
Okay.
Okay, Mia.
No, like
Check these.
what are you guys asking for? There's 12, there's 1, there's the actual perception, there's I don't know which one we're looking for.
Okay. So who's going to be your tracker?
Me, apparently.
Yeah.
Miss Mia.
All right. So
Because then intelligence, when you look around for clues and make decisions based on the clues.
Jake's trying to hack the system right now. I can see his mind pouring over it.
I'm
All right.
only reading this 5e stuff here.
It is all good. I know it's a new thing for you guys to work on. Okay, so all right, so Mia, since you're going to be the tracker person, you guys are going to start heading out to the wooded area and basically follow your instinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and make a wisdom roll for me? Roll 20.
Okay. 11.
She
What's
got
that?
11.
11.
1.
11 plus what is your bonuses?
Wisdom?
3.
3. Okay. All right. So As you're kind of walking, you go kind of back to the area where you guys had I'll just say you had your encounter with the wolves. You can kind of see some of the bloodstains and whatnot of things getting kind of smushed around. You walk into the general area that you saw the wolves run into, but at this point it's been since it was overnight. You don't necessarily see any particular tracks or anything that are kind of running, and no particular visual clues as you're standing there at the forest line and you're kind of looking around for things. The only thing that you notice is that Bean smells.
Fine. Do I need to take my pants off?
No.
I'm not doing it. Fuck
Keep
you
your
guys.
pants on.
You didn't want to do the search party? You smell me.
Well, sorry guys, I suck.
Okay, Mia, can she do another one?
Well, I mean, you do have somebody that has the ability to, if I'm gonna throw you a bone here per se, you do have somebody that has the ability to shift. That is probably a much better tracker than just the average
Mia,
person.
hold the ties and go smell some bitches. Sniff my minus and then go. I already have the scent. Gucci.
So what are you doing? Tell me, Adelaide. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna wild shape?
Into a dire wolf.
Very good. All right. So explain to me what your dire wolf form looks like.
Guys, what is a wolf?
Make it look like Felix, but a dog version. It has it's white and gray spots. Got tiny little ears, big old poochy body, fat.
Ooh.
Typically speaking, dire wolves are not fat.
Well, this one is, and she has a booger on her nose.
Does she have udders as well?
This is no. This is Mia. She gets to explain what she looks like.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
with a poochy belly. What the hell?
Overweight.
Donkey.
Donkey.
Game of Thrones? The one from Game of Thrones.
The white one.
No. Well, ghost. Okay.
Ghost.
Okay. All right. So explain your colors. Just give me a little bit of a description of you.
Okay. Pure white. And large.
Did you say pure white?
Yes.
Okay.
Like albino with red eyes?
Yeah. And with blue eyes.
All right. So pure white, blue eyes. That actually sounds pretty dang cool. All right. So you take a minute and as you shift into this form and your stance kind of like barrels out a little bit and you kind of stretch, you kind of look around and you start sniffing and you kind of start smelling some things that are similar, and you turn around and you go over to Bean and you sniff and you just kind of smell, I'll just say unfortunately, Bean's crotch area. since that is where the pelt is, and you kind of get a scent and you start. It's basically kind of just further deep into the forest where you're at, but you definitely have a scent.
Follow the dog.
Right. We march.
All right.
All right. So so as you first kind of start into the wooded area, the trees are semi-sparse, but as you kind of like start traveling in, by the time you get to like mid-morning, almost to early midday, everything just kind of it starts getting a little bit thicker. And the light is still pretty light throughout the area. Everything is still pretty green. You can smell the fresh grass. You can hear animals around you. It's woods. You can tell as you're kind of going through the area, and you're just kind of you are very adept at moving in and out of all of these little spaces. And everybody's just kind of like having to walk through the trees around you, and you seem to be pretty well adept at what you're doing. And everybody is kind of, since you have a little bit of a faster pace, clearly you've picked on a smell, you're kind of moving a little bit faster since your gait is a little bit faster than everybody else's, with the exception of Bean, because Bean travels at a faster pace.
I do.
Yeah, and you start getting out ahead in front of everybody. and as you're doing, the kind of the canopy of the trees and everything up above you start getting a little thicker, and there's kind of like the I don't want to say it gets darker because it's still daytime, but at midday it's as bright as it's going to be, and everything just kind of starts getting a little thicker, more leaves, more foliage. You start to notice more bushes and stuff, and you can definitely smell like the different animals around there. You can smell rabbits, you can smell birds, just kind of like off in the distances. And as you're walking around, just the smell of that fresh earth is very comforting to you. You kind of feel at home in there. And as everybody's kind of traveling behind you, you kind of get out. You get out a little bit of a distance. You're probably about 20, 20 maybe 30 feet ahead of Bean, who's trying her best to keep up with you and moving her quick little legs, but at first, Jacobius, being out in the sunlight, he wasn't too happy about it, but now he kind of seems to be relaxing a little bit more and kind of picking up his pace. Blueberry is just kind of moving along and picks up the instrument and tries to decide if she's gonna sing a song or not.
Monk man, full valley of plenty.
Oh man.
Come on, Blueberry, sing.
I had no instrument. Nah, we're saving the vocals for the healings that are gonna happen to your shit up.
Oh.
Got it. All right.
Say-
So you're probably about 3 hours into it at this point. Nothing major. You guys are you're following the wolf because you have no idea what's going on. You're just, all right. Well, we're following her. We're going. So as you as you get a few hours into it, everything just kind of it gets much more dense and much more. I don't want to say super dark, but it's definitely dark enough to where it's like, okay, it's a bit shadowy. It definitely gives Jacobius much more coverage. It's cooler. It starts smelling a little more damp, as you kind of get thicker into it. Definitely has that earthy smell. And Bean starts yawning and wants to take a nap. I'm kidding. So, what you gonna do? What's your plan?
Use my dark vision real quick just to kind of scout the area, see if it's safe.
Okay.
All right.
What's your passive perception?
15. Oh no, wait. It has a star next to it because it's bonused by other stats. But yeah, it says 15.
Okay. So you got 15. What's your bonus?
It says +5 plus star, and then down at senses it says perception is 15. So I don't know.
Okay. So are you guys stopping to check things out, or are you just keep on pushing forward?
I'm remaining vigilant and keeping an eye 120 feet ahead of us at all times. Okay.
Okay.
At all times.
All right.
So I can actually have a chance to hide when I can, and
Okay.
then hopefully we can get a surprise attack.
So are you actively searching?
Yes. Yeah. I'm actively searching.
Okay. As you're walking, you see ahead of Adelaide, who also has very good vision, especially as in wolf form. With between your dark vision and her, I'll just say keen wolf eyes. You're kind of looking out. Bean just seems to be kind of like going along, doing whatever, and not caring. Just we're doing our thing. And you can see Blueberry's just kind of like pushing behind her, like, come on, let's go. And all of a sudden, Adelaide just kind of stops, like just right there, dead in her tracks. And as you're looking, Jake, you kind of see something. It's movement ahead. It's a little too far, but you kind of see some movement. And all of a sudden, you just see Adelaide just kind of gets down into a stance and roll for initiative.
Oh, son of a bitch! Everybody roll.
Okay.
All right. Is this supposed to be the roll 20? Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Last time I missed out on a bonus thing. I was supposed to have. I gotta find it.
Roll odds.
I got a 7.
11.
Yep.
10.
waiting on you, boo.
Give me a second. Okay, here it is. Okay, you can give yourself a bonus to your initiative roll equal to your charisma modifier, starting at level 3 with Rakish Audacity. Okay, so initiative roll plus charisma modifier. Ready? Is it 20?
Yep, everything's a d20.
Damn it. Okay.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah. Let's see. Plus.
Right.
Yeah, we got 13.
Okay, all right. So everybody, give me your numbers again.
10. 11.
So we have 2 with 10. Is that right?
Mia has a 10.
10. What
I
do you-
have a 7.
Oh, you have 7. Sorry, I thought you said.
I still rolled the highest?
Yeah, I have 11.
You go first?
Okay, so
Yep.
7, 10, 11, and Jacoby's. What'd you get?
13.
Okay.
I got a 10, but the charisma modifier puts me at 13.
Sweet. All right. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I actually have to go make a pee-pee. So, potty break, potty break.
Potty break.
All right, attack strategy, guys. Attack strategy.
I have fairy fire.
You and me both do.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you know how it works then.
No, I don't. Read it out.
Yeah. Okay, well, so
some page, and I just kind of left it at that.
fire, if the creature fails its a dexterity saving throw, for the duration of it, it sheds a dim light on it, and then you can basically see it, just to help out Bean.
Okay, and it says dim light. Okay, that's perfect because then it doesn't mess with me.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, what I'm thinking about doing. Unseen attack. Target section. Hold on. Unseen attackers.
Hey, come here, Opal.
I'm gonna try to actually do a really cool attack right now.
Okay.
I also have a crossbow, guys. Did you know that? It actually shoots 120 or 80 to 120 yards.
Wait,
I believe-
say that again.
So in my tree here on Drow Rogue level 3, to start out, I have a hand crossbow that has a range of 80 to 320 feet. Whoa. What is that, like roll 20 is the 320 feet right there?
All right, who got 11?
That was me. Blueberry.
Blueberry. And then Adelaide, you got 10?
Yep.
And then Bean bringing it up in the back. Bringing up the rear, as always. Cool. All right. Well, we'll wait. We will wait for baking to becoming bake.
Okay, ready?
Oh, Jade is smoking very quickly.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll take a minute.
How close am I to Adelaide? Or because we were lagging a little bit behind, right? I mean, I'm not that slow, but
No, you're not terribly slow. She just happens to have a very quick pace.
right, I can move.
She has a dire wolf's pace, which of course is, a dire wolf is anywhere from 2 to 4 times bigger than a normal wolf.
Oh yeah, makes sense. So she's probably got and if she's faster than Bean, then she's got at least 80 to 100 movement.
Yeah, no, they have a speed of 50. Typically, you're going to get speed of 50, which is still pretty damn fast.
Super, yeah.
Yeah, because you have 30. Bean has, is it 35? I think.
Oh, does she have like physical cantrips while she's in? Like, does she pick up the cantrips that animals have? Like, for instance, like how I can dash or Jade can dash at the expenditure of something. Like, do some animals have that or no?
So not necessarily cantrips in the way of casting anything. So the way it works when you're dire form, depending on which form it is that you take, you can't you can't vocalize anything. So if there's a cantrip that requires a vocal incantation of some sort, you can't do that because obviously you don't have you don't have the lips and vocal structure to be able to do that. You can keep a concentration spell. So if you cast a concentration spell before before you shift into whatever form you're going to do, you can keep that up because of course, you still have your same mind. The difference basically is that you turn in and you get those benefits of whatever their movement speed is, whatever abilities they have of height or jump or swim if you have one that swims,
Okay.
or
So
anything
it's
like that.
just
But you can't
all
cast
past.
any spells because of course you lack the correct appendages to be able to hold anything that would allow you to do so. Unless we're talking
I'd
animal
expect
farm,
that. Yeah.
unless you
I
can walk on your hind legs.
right.
Mia's like, yeah, I don't think so, but I look cool.
She just barks out a fireball. Whoa, bam. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I was just talking about like the physical abilities that the rogue has. Like, dude, is there anything like that? Because I have no spells as well, but I have like cool stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I was wondering if she had stuff like that.
All right, everybody ready?
All right, everybody's good? Everybody's back?
Yep.
Alive.
Okay, everybody's alive. All right. So as you were moving forward, you definitely heard like you saw a quick flash of movement, and it seemed like a pretty big dark form that was, I'll just say, more or less moving swiftly across, your view of where you were up ahead. Adelaide noticed the same thing, and caught a very interesting smell, and it was it was a familiar smell, and it was one that Adelaide doesn't necessarily care for or like. Um, and before you know it, an owl bear jumps out
Oh
from
fuck!
behind from behind a very a large section of tree and bush that you could not see, and just goes charging
How was that even
straight at you.
possible?
So,
I was on sentry mode. How did this happen? How did this happen? Bullshit. I was gonna get my first sneak attack.
the numbers don't lie to you, man. Sorry, the numbers don't lie.
So how close is it to us?
It's like right on us. It's like it somehow managed to teleport into your.
Okay, I coming in.
No, you are at the end of our roll.
Yeah,
dude.
you're at the end of the yeah. So basically, since Adelaide is out in front, it's charging straight at her.
Release the beam.
So
Let me
so
come out.
so the owl bear is literally a combination of what it sounds like. It's a combination of an owl and a bear. This beast is huge. It has thick fur, very wide, very muscular front stature, sharp claws.
360-degree view.
360, and it literally has the head of an owl.
Yeah.
It is a very large head of an owl with very large eyes. It is very adept at seeing. Um, it has the beak of an owl. It's just the whole palate, the whole front face. It's dark. It's probably like a mottled brownish grayish color that's kind of like darker, especially since it's a little bit here in the dark. And it's charging forward straight at Adelaide, and you can tell it's not happy. So it basically goes to take a swipe. It's charging straight on. It's not scared at all. It is what's your what's your AC, Adelaide?
As a dire wolf.
Yes, as a direwolf. So typically for direwolves, you're looking at about 14, unless you have any modifiers that push higher than that,
Okay.
based off of a typical direwolf stat block. and he failed terribly. So as he's literally rushing forward to try and charge you, it takes a swipe, but you can tell as it's kind of like charging forward that it's almost a little pensive. It goes to kind of like swipe at you, but it was almost like it was a defensive swipe. You know, and it didn't quite extend out all of the way, and then just kind of like shuffled off to the side, and is like kind of like starting to move around you. So
He's guarding him.
yeah.
He's got something.
Yes.
Yeah. So all right. So that was its turn, and it basically moves over. Kind of, I guess, since you're moving forward, you consider that it moves to your left. It moves to its right, which is basically around to your left, which now is actually putting it closer almost in between, but a little on an arc between you and Jacobius.
This guy's a raid boss, guys.
All right. So Jacobius, you're up.
Okay. So I'm what, 5 feet away from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're within 15 feet. Because
Okay.
you were pretty damn close to to Adelaide as you're kind of running up to catch up.
Okay, it only has a 5 feet reach. It only has a 5 feet reach, guys. Okay. Sorry, I'm researching the enemy. As we're fighting.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Relies on sight and smell. I am going to use an attack.
Okay.
With
What are you doing?
I'm going to attack with the dagger in order to proc the booming blade. So it's a 1 normal attack, and dagger is 1d4 plus 3 piercing.
Okay, so roll for your attack.
Okay, I need to ask you.
Yes.
In the dagger, it says melee weapon attack is plus 5 to hit, right?
Hold on, say that again.
I'm just going to read off what it says here, okay? It says dagger melee weapon attack is plus 5 to hit, 5 foot reach,
okay,
and 1 target. Now it goes down to the hit is 1d4 plus 3 piercing damage. So do I add that plus 5 hit to the hit dice?
So first you roll for your attack, right? So
Yeah.
so there's when you talk hit, that's basically like damage, right? So once you hit, first you have to roll for your attack to see if you actually connect or not. That's the kind of standard move. You're either gonna take you take your movement. So at this point, remember you can move. So your actions are you can move, you can attack.
Yeah, I'm saving that.
If you have bonus actions, you have all of that stuff. So where you're at, are you kind of moving to a closer range? Because you were about 15 feet away.
Oh, I thought you said I was 5.
No, it kind of moved around. It was 5 feet away from her, so it kind of like swung around to her left, which then puts it kind of like in between the two of you. So you're still about 15 feet away, because remember, it kind of moved in an arc like it was strafing around.
Gotcha. Okay, well, then first action, move up 10 feet. Next action, deciding to hit. I rolled 20 for the hit.
Yep. You roll for your attack. So you roll your 20, whatever value you get, and then you add whatever your proficiency bonuses are.
Okay, I rolled 12.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, where's? Sorry, guys.
You're proficient in daggers, right?
Yes. So with the proficiency.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So your attack, you basically so you're going to add your plus 5 to whatever your attack is. So what did you roll?
So I rolled a 12, hit on the hit.
Okay, so you basically rolled 12 plus your 5, so that's 17, which definitely hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So you got your successful hit, and then what's the damage? It's 1d4.
1d4 plus.
Yeah. So it's 1d4 plus 3. Okay. So roll your d4.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nope. No worries.
I got a 3.
Okay. So you got 3 plus 3.
3 plus 3, 6.
Okay. All right. So you did 6 points in damage. So as you're kind of moving forward, you're feeling pretty confident with your blade. You kind of like switch it up and just kind of slash in and just kind of real quick stick. It kind of punctures like its right shoulder, which was the same arm that it had tried to swipe at Adelaide with. And as you know, as
Wait.
you what?
Okay. I was just gonna say I want to make sure that I finish the turn completely. I have a
Yeah,
couple.
no, you got it.
Okay,
So
sorry.
as you stick in, you see that it kind of winces, and and with you being that close to it, and now that Adelaide, has had a chance to kind of like turn her vision, you two notice that it definitely seems to be injured and has injuries on it already. But it's keeping its eye on Adelaide while trying to defend itself from you.
Okay.
So maybe it does that.
So it's definitely scared of the wolves. The wolves are terrorizing the forest, so that's understandable. But and it's already almost dead. So, like, is there any hope to communicate with it or no? Probably not.
I mean, this is it's up to you.
Wait.
I mean, you guys are fighting with it. It's your choice and what you do.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna finish this move.
I'm gonna finish punching it a couple times and then see if it works.
I gotta finish the 6-hit combo, guys.
I walk up to a bum on the street, kick him in the balls, and say, "Would you like to be friends?"
Yeah. So after stabbing him, I then sheath the blade, casting Booming Blade.
He's going straight for Booming Blade. I know you've been dying to use that.
Do that, of course. And so now it's waiting to deal 1d8 thunder damage to whoever moves. That's within 5 feet, which I'm in within 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I believe that's going to be the end of it.
Okay. All right. Are you gonna move at all anymore, or?
I mean, I could use
you still have some movement left. You still have probably about 20 feet of movement left, but it's up to you. You don't have to.
I still have that. What is it? The cunning action for dash, disengage, and hide. Okay, so yes, and then I'll end with a disengage and stay within 5 meters or 5 feet.
Okay.
So disengage to take just aggro off of the attack that I did, and that's it. And then I'm waiting for the Booming Blade to activate on his turn.
All right. Okay, so it is definitely wincing from obviously the pain that you have inflicted upon it. It is definitely keeping its eye, and it's kind of keeping its, I'll just say, its face towards Adelaide, and doing this rather odd sounding growl that doesn't sound normal, because as it's a growl, it's also a bird, and so it's something that you don't normally hear. But it's not charging after you, but it's holding its ground.
Do we know if this creature is prevalent already in this area or if it's new?
Well, you can always make an investigation check.
Okay.
You can always observe your surroundings. Remember, this is your world.
Okay.
But at this point, we're on to Jacoby has taken his turn. So next in line is Blueberry.
It is my turn. I feel like we shouldn't be killing this.
Yeah, I agree, but we don't like it's either we retreat or
I'll do the
we also forget that there's like some kind of monster up in front of us too, somewhere up there.
Right.
Remember, this guy came from behind us.
Oh, yeah.
So if we engage both of them at the same time, I don't know. But at the same time, yeah, there's obvious, like, this creature's in pain and probably does need help, is obviously defending itself, but we don't get it back down on how to communicate.
On the owl bear.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Oh, I'll do the intelligence check on the owl bear.
Okay. All right, so if you're doing intelligence check, go ahead and roll. Add your modifier. And what are you looking for?
I am. I rolled an 18.
Cool.
And I am looking for if this creature is native to this part of the forest and guarding something, if I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just based off of your quick encounter, it was very defensive in almost what you consider territorial, and how quickly, like, it was obviously kind of hiding in the background, and then once you got up to a certain point, it became very defensive. It became very territorial. And of course, observing that, it went up and it basically attacked the wolf first. Which of course also happened to be straight out in front of the party, but there was basically two entities that it could have dealt with, and it chose to deal with the wolf first. Doing a swipe. But again, it wasn't. It didn't necessarily seem to be attacking the way that you would consider an aggressive animal to attack. Although you can tell that you can almost feel a sense of desperation with it. Adelaide can also kind of smell it. There's a hint of fear with it, but at the same time, desperation and anger. As it has swung around to the side, since it was kind of like working its way around, you and Bean got a very good visual check on it, and you can see that the sides of it have it's got some gashes in it, and you can see that the claw that it was using to swipe, obviously it has to stand on its stronger legs, so it's swiping, but still not quite connecting. As you're looking at it, you kind of start looking around. You see that there's a path that's kind of behind it that kind of disappears out into the woods, that into the grove further back, and you assume at this point it seems to kind of be very familiar with this territory.
Okay. Does anyone have like a sweep
No,
or something?
I don't. Can I use my bardic inspiration as a bonus action?
Sure.
I will do that, and I will do that for Adelaide.
Okay. What you gonna do?
Do I roll the d6 or does she roll it?
Technically, you do. Yeah,
Okay.
you roll it. Yeah, you roll it, and then she gets it, or not.
Okay. I'll roll it. It's a 3.
Okay.
And then Mia can use it on an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving.
Yeah, there you go. So Mia, you have 3 points of inspiration on your next roll, of your choosing. You can apply it in those formats that she has set.
Oh, neat.
Bardic
good.
inspiration is dope. Cool. Okay. So are you going to move at all? Is there anything else you're gonna do?
Oh, where?
I mean, because you're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
You guys
Full
didn't
circle.
necessarily move in, but you can definitely see where you're at, and you guys are both within 30 feet of what's going on. But you're definitely you're a little further back. You two are a little further back.
Okay,
You gonna stay there, or you gonna move?
I'll move forward a little bit. And then me and Bean are gonna try to
Circle it.
Yeah, circle it.
Okay, so you're gonna try and move around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going for the kill.
Okay, so as it had moved around to
Yeah.
Adelaide's left, and of course Jacobius was kind of like right there. So you just kind of like slot in a little bit. You move up about 15-20 feet, kind of off to its right a little bit. So now you kind of have like this semicircle, that has started to form. It's almost like a sickle because of course you have Bean, who's still back behind you.
All right.
All right,
Bean,
Bean, you're up.
Oh wait, no, Mia.
No, it's me.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I forgot. You basically you got stuck taking the first hit, so in my head you had already won. But you're right. It is Mia.
Okay, so are we trying to kill this?
No,
Or
I
trying
don't-
to save it?
I
I
don't
was
want to.
reading up about it.
I want to do it.
Oh, what should we do?
Do we have any like cast sleep spells? Do
What?
you have it?
Can you talk to it? Can you calm it down? Can you sleep with it? Yeah. Does anyone have a communication spell? Because I I have comprehension, but that's only for written and spoken.
Well, I mean, if you could write it in a
Our
letter. If you could write it a journal entry, maybe it'll be able to read it later.
I wonder if I should change back to a human because it's afraid of the wolf.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
You want to do a bear,
No, just go back into a human.
human, and see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. But that would require Bean to get within melee range because you're going to lose some of your AC when you come back, or no?
What
Is
is
your-
your?
I
your
don't have
AC
to be in
typically?
melee 'cause
Actually, it's funny because you have 14 AC anyway, so you're not losing that much.
Oh,
No, it's the same. Yeah, you're actually you and a direwolf. Yeah, because you don't have armor on your direwolf, so yeah, you have 14 either way.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So I transform back into a human.
Okay.
See the little guy down.
Okay. So you change back into your human form, and as you were, I'll just say the hair on the back of your neck was up when it happened, and as it kind of came down, you just kind of shifted back into your human form with your stance, and kind of shifted back onto your weight. Almost into a defensive posture, which is kind of where it had it. It was just now the human version of the defensive posture. As you do that, it kind of, it takes a look at you, and it just kind of like it start whipping its head around, and then it focuses on Bean.
Oh.
So,
On Bean.
so what else are you doing for your turn, Mia?
do you have what are your spells?
They're mostly like offensive things.
Kindred.
And whip it.
Yeah, you can take your time. You can go look through stuff. We get some time.
Maybe heal it with healing word.
Oh,
Yeah, try to heal it.
is it gonna retreat though, or is it?
Let her do it. Let us figure it out. It's not your turn, Jacobius.
I mean, do you want me to read you the compendium on the owl bear? It's.
I guess.
I don't think there's much special
Okay.
about
So just remember, technically, you're not supposed to metagame too much.
it.
Yeah. So you're really not supposed to be pulling up the books and analyzing everything as we go through.
Okay.
I will call a couple of things on metagaming. If there is any insights that you want to check for, we are always more than happy to do it. But remember, you are in the midst of an encounter.
Yeah.
Can't pull up your phone and be like, Google.
Yeah. Google bear.
But while you
Google
guys
bear.
are deciding,
Google owl bear. What do I do?
no, for real, guys. He actually he's being nice too, because the owl bear could have easily killed one of us already. Just looking at it.
I cast my healing word.
Okay.
So you are going to heal the owl bear. I just want to make sure I'm getting that.
Would you rather like try to give it some meat?
All right. So are you officially going to cast a healing word on it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So So how many what's the roll for that? I forget how many points that you can do up to. Is it what the hell is healing word?
Roll 20.
It's a 1d4.
Say that again.
It's a 1d4,
Okay,
and then I have
who's doing healing word?
Mia.
Okay, Mia, you're doing healing word. Okay, yeah, so you got to roll your d4. I mean, obviously it's an instacast, so you don't have to roll to see whether or not it's successful. It's just one of those actions that you could do, and then so you roll your d4, and then if you want, you can add your bardic inspiration if you so choose, or you can hold it. You don't have to.
So I don't have to do this.
You don't have to. You do whatever
You have 10 minutes.
You do not have to use the you do not have to use your bardic inspiration right now. You can save it or you can use it. It is totally up to you.
Okay, I'll save it.
Okay.
And then roll 1.
Whoa!
And you rolled what?
A 1.
You rolled a 1. Okay. All right. So so as you cast bardic inspiration, you use your bardic inspiration to cast healing word. You kind of put your hand out, and as the magic, the magical essence basically kind of travels from you, and it just kind of pushes some of that heat forward. You can see a little bit of um, a little bit of a glow kind of start to take over, just kind of like the side of it. You can tell between the fresh stab wound that it received in its shoulder moments before, and obviously some older gaping wounds on its side. Um, it You can kind of see that it almost shies away from it because it's not sure what's happening. But you can kind of see like the wound just kind of slowly start to seal itself just a little bit, and it kind of like takes a step back and kind of takes that defensive posture. But it's still keeping its eye on Bean.
Well, it might have just killed you, Bean.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry.
Bean,
It seems to be sniffing.
Oh.
It's your wolf pelt.
Oh.
What? Take your underwear off.
God damn it. I'm taking my undies off, guys.
Everybody wants
Just throw it on the ground.
Take my undies and I throw them into the woods.
All right. So real quick before we finish this up, that was your that was basically your action there, Mia. Are you doing any movement? Are you staying where you're at?
staying.
Okay, so you're staying where you're at. All right. So Bean,
Throw my.
you cast aside your undies. You throw your undies onto the stage, and you start screaming at the rock star.
Why would I throw it towards him?
So you can smell it.
My coochie? Alright,
Yeah.
I throw it towards the owl bear.
So you're throwing your wolf pelty underwear at the
Yes,
owl bear.
Leanne
Okay.
said to do it.
All right. So okay.
Wait, did you rubber band shoot it at it?
It's just like a little.
Yeah. So considering that you're still about
Yeah, in a minute.
considering that you're still about 30 feet away,
It's in front of
you throw it, and it literally, because it doesn't fly very well, you fling it, and it lands probably about 10 feet in front of you, which is still about 20 feet away from the owl bear, and it looks down at it, and it sniffs, and it kind of like almost does like this, like it kind of paws at the ground, and then it just kind of leans forward and looks at you and starts growling.
It leaps forward.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some damage right now.
No, it didn't move forward. It just leans forward
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
as if it's challenging.
Okay. All I gotta do is decide to unsheath that thing as soon as it moves, because that's how it works. It's sheath.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Kind of like Demon Slayer style, lightning
Yep.
shot, sword, bam, super awesome.
All right, so you have effectively thrown your underwear at it. But again, you're still about 30 feet away. What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Now, oh,
Wait, what did you say?
I have no fucking undies. Posed. Fully.
It is now really confused by whatever it is smelling.
I think you just gained an AC, right? For losing even more clothing.
Technically speaking, you are your full AC because you're pretty well. Yeah. Now.
Oh yeah.
Just for all intents and purposes, you don't actually gain AC by being naked. Now, not having armor and everything else basically kind of adds to that. Adds to your, I'll just say, your natural strength that you have as a monk. So in other words, you do not get all armor clad and whatnot, but you do not need to run around in the buff in order to fight at your greatest strength.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. It's all about her mystical tramp stamps.
It's mystical tramp stamps right above your booty hole that says "exit only." All right. So you're 30 feet away. You've weirded this thing out by throwing your underwear at it, which I'm not necessarily going to consider an action itself, other than hiya, you threw your bra at it, you threw your underwear at it. It is really confused by what's going on, but it is
Confused.
it sniffed, and it has now taken an aggressive posture, leaning forward, staring at you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Hey, ladies. Yeah. Here's my undies. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna kill the bitch.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so I use my darts.
You don't have to. You don't have to. It's literally 30. It's only 30 feet away. Less than.
Yeah, but my unarmored strike is 5 feet.
You can
Yeah.
move. You haven't moved yet.
Move up.
You can move.
Okay,
Right.
I move to the guy with my nunchuckies. I come swinging and screaming, and I bop him.
So I love it. You have your healer that is attempting to heal it,
Yeah.
and then you have two of you
Yeah.
that are attempting to stab it and smash it.
Here, use your flint to like set fire to the pelt or something. Like, really make it clear what we're trying to do
All right.
here.
So
Give it
are
your
you,
all.
so
We're gonna-
it sounds like Bean is attacking.
Yeah. Based on
Okay.
what
All
Jacob
right.
said,
So,
start killing it now.
what's that?
I was really fucked up to try to heal it, and now I'm just like, fuck this guy.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, this is your story. You guys choose your own. You choose your own adventure. And okay.
All right.
So you swiftly run up, right? And you get within striking distance. So you're less than 5 feet away, or you're within 5 feet. Okay. So at this point, you've kind of snuck up and you've managed to kind of wedge yourself. Well, I guess let me ask you that. Where are you moving in regards to everybody else?
Well, I'll be like 5 feet in front of it. So wherever
I know,
that.
but everybody is kind of like semi-close
yeah.
to it. So everybody has started forming that circle. So where are you going to move to?
I'm gonna finish this.
Because it basically goes Adelaide and then Jacobius and
Then-
and then
Yeah, she's-
Blueberry. So where are you moving? Are you wedging in between anybody, or are you moving around to the side?
I'm gonna move it to the open spot.
Okay, so you're gonna move over to Blueberry's left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you, and that's probably about your good speed, because you pretty much run about 35 feet forward. Kind of like stop right where you're at, and
Do a little
Okay.
shuffle.
yeah, you kind of shuffle, sneak. And what attack are you doing?
I'm gonna smack it with my nunchucks. Unarmored strike.
Okay, so you're unarmored strike. Read me on unarmored strike.
It's a melee attack weapon, basically. Wait. Well, it's a +5 to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target, hit 1d. No, wait, that's for this other weapon. Wait. Reach 5, 1 target, 1d4 +4 bludgeoning.
Okay, so it's basically bludgeoning damage. So you basically just kind of right? Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Is it my 20?
But roll with advantage, because technically everybody is within 5 feet of it in one way, shape, or form. Like, everybody's close enough, and it's basically it's kind of flanked. So you're definitely going to get advantage on this one.
Okay. I got a 10.
Okay, 10 plus. All right, so roll again, and then you take the higher of the two.
12.
12. Okay, so 12. All right. So and then do you have what's your attack bonus? Your proficiency on that, on your attack?
Oh god.
Where did you find that?
+2.
Yeah, you definitely get your +2 for your proficiency bonus. And it's basically. All right, so unarmored strike. So it's +5, +5 to your.
To the hit.
So what did you roll? 12?
Yeah.
17? Oh yeah, you definitely hit. So are you just punching, or what are you doing?
I'm bopping him on the head with my nunchuck.
Okay. So as you definitely swing around to its right side, you can, again, you now have a really good visual, because it was facing kind of that in between everybody staring at you, and of course it has its head pointed towards your nasty undies are on the ground. You basically see that it has its gashes on its side, but instead you choose to swing and tonk it on the head. And as you bring that down, you can tell that it's got a pretty thick skull. It doesn't really have a snout that sticks out. It's got an owl face, so it's pretty short face. So you pretty much just kind of like thump it on the top of the head, giving it a pretty good whacking. So you definitely connected. So go ahead and roll for your damage. What is it? What is D4 bludgeon?
Yeah. Plus 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. So all right. So
What
roll
is that?
your.
Wait.
What's that?
Oh, is that the top? I've got a 7. So, no,
Okay.
because I get the plus 4.
Oh, okay.
You did
Don't lose my
Okay. Hold
dice.
on. What did you actually roll?
a 3.
Okay, you rolled 3. Okay, so all right, so that's 7 damage. So at this point, you guys are kind of funny. Like literally, hurt it, heal it, hurt it again. Okay. So as you ran forward and you swing and you thumped it on the head, it kind of brought its head down a little bit, and then it turns and it takes a step towards you and immediately triggers.
Oh, yeah, it triggers the booming blade, which is 1d8 thunder damage.
Is that a full
And-
D8 or is it? Yeah. So So you got to roll your D8.
Yeah, and I rolled 4.
Okay. So you rolled a 4.
But-
All right. You guys are so funny.
We're learning.
You're learning. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I was
All
going to
right.
tell you, according to the compendium, it's a mindless beast of ferocity.
Yeah. So at this point, as it took an aggressive defense step towards you because you basically thumped it on the head and turned kind of like to almost to start to attack you, the booming blade basically just kind of sends out this charge and shocks his body, and it literally just kind of throws its head to the ground. It has no idea where that came from because nothing hit it. It just came out of nowhere, and it just causes, like, you can tell that it was completely confused by whatever just happened.
Poor guy.
But you hit it, so it does not like you.
Okay.
Now, of course, it turns its head and it looks back at Adelaide, still kind of like trying to contemplate. There was just a wolf there, but yet Bean is the one that smells like a wolf and now just caused it damage. So, yeah, it is definitely not happy. All right.
Great.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So, since you took its focus, it basically is going to do a multi-attack. Okay.
I did disengage last turn. What the? Oh,
No, not you. It's
okay.
going after Bean because Bean was obviously the closest and was in close enough.
Can I use a key point? I have key. I have key. Please.
All right. What is your AC?
At 14.
Okay.
15.
What's that?
Excuse me. It's 15. Excuse me.
All right. So it literally goes forward and it goes like you can tell that it doesn't care at this point about its wound, and it goes for a full on just a total claw strike, to reach out to you. But unfortunately, you can see as it goes forward, the pain that it's having in between its shoulder, since that's pretty much its fighting arm and its side and everything that's been going on, it literally swoops right in front of your face. And just you can feel the wind slow motion just right in front, and it just barely misses you. And at that point, it basically jumps forward to attack you again with its beak.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
So-
as it what
So can I? Do I still have? Can I use a key point?
for what what are you doing? It's not your turn. Do you have a defensive action that you can?
Yeah, only special bonus actions. Very few of them too can do that.
I have special bonus actions. All right.
What is your special bonus action?
I can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action.
No, but it didn't hit you. Oh,
His beak is gonna
okay,
do
the
it in my
beak, the beak.
fucking face, man.
You have to wait, yeah, you have to wait to hear the results of the roll first.
No, I don't want to know, dude. I'm gonna
Because
be
what if it misses and then you just wasted a key point for nothing?
Well, you have to kind of call that out before it happens. Yeah, you don't get to go, okay, well, this just happened, so now I'm going to do this. So
okay. Never mind. Fuck me up. Go ahead.
Hey, reload.
All right. And what did you say your AC was? 12?
15.
No, 15. Sorry. Yeah, that'll hit. All right. So with its beak, since it's close, it literally goes up and it basically does this bite attack at you. Since you were close enough to thump it on the head, it literally just kind of like moves forward, and it just kind of just takes a bite right there, your titty, just
Ooh.
right there on your chest, because that's the closest thing, because it's taller.
My titties.
Yeah.
My
Um,
titties.
Yeah, that definitely hit. All right, so that is 1d10 plus 5. Let's see what piercing damage you get.
Oh,
from this
dude,
one.
I might die.
Yeah, do you see that? It's 2d8 plus 5.
Why did we heal it?
Why are you helping him? Stop.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm just
let's
kidding.
go. All right,
That's ridiculous.
so 6, 8
Oh no.
plus 5.
Oh no.
Girl,
So
you
what is that?
dead.
Dude, dead.
I
Son.
should have. Well, I have 2 more
Not-
body.
I
I
think
have 2 more inspiration uses.
She's almost dead.
I think I have two more
Yeah, he
points of
fucking took a
life.
gash out of your titty.
Dude, why'd you fucking heal the bitch, you asshole?
Seriously,
All right, so you basically take 19 points of piercing damage.
So I'm dead?
Well, we're not letting you guys die. What is your what's your hit points at?
Mine's full. I haven't got hit yet.
I
How
didn't
is
hear
it
you.
over 15?
Oh, 24.
Huh?
Damn.
How is it over 15 damage?
Because it rolled a 6 and an 8, and then it gets plus 5.
Okay,
Cause
damn,
it's, yeah,
damn.
because it's 2d8 plus 5. Owl bears you do not fuck with.
Yeah, they're
So
So
okay,
hit points. Okay, so that
Minus
means
19. You have 5.
I have 5 points left, guys.
yeah, okay. So technically, there's only one way that you die in D&D, depending on the campaigns. Normally, how that works is you once you get down to 0, you are knocked unconscious. You are basically a useless lump of smelly poo. That you are not in the fight. However, you can still receive damage if, like let's say that there was an AoE caster that's running around like Jacob used to do, and like literally just casting AoE spells all around you, to try and kill everybody. You will still take damage if there is something that can cause damage to you, and either is attacking you directly or attacking around you that can cause area damage. So, but outside of that, once you fall unconscious, then you have to do what they call death saving rolls, and that's where the term comes from. Is you literally roll your d20, and you have to roll successfully of 10 or higher to be able to basically become to become conscious with one, or I guess to not die. That's what the death saving throw is. If you happen to roll a nat 20, a natural 20 on any one of those rolls, then you are automatically conscious again with 1 hit point. Otherwise, you are stabilized and you don't die, but you're not awake. You're just unconscious until somebody can help you. So at this point, but you're not passed out. You have 5 points. It took a huge chunk. It does not like you. You pissed it off bad. It is very, very angry, and it bit your titty.
It took my titty.
You got uneven titties now.
Now I have 1. I will be 1 titty.
Okay, so at this point, now that it has basically attacked, it turns around and kind of starts running away.
There we go.
Yeah.
What? Someone go after him.
No.
Well, he just took my titty.
You bonked it on
It's smarter than you think. It just broke our wagon, and it ran away because it knows we can't chase it without stopping and healing and recovering.
Yeah, so it basically runs about 40 feet away from you guys and is kind of just barreling ass, as well as a very injured owl bear can be. So it starts running, kind of making a beeline path basically where it came from.
Okay. So it's healing potion time.
What's that?
Healing potion time.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jacoby.
so are you going after it, or are you staying there?
We could do that as we're moving. It's 40 feet, right? Which is outside of our. I mean, we still have to move up. Which way did it move? Is it off the beaten path towards the other enemy?
Well, you don't know what other enemy. You have no idea. You see that it just literally retreated. So you guys had formed a semicircle around it. It basically got attacked by Bean, got thumped on the head, fought with Bean, and then turned around and basically backed directly. Like if you have your semicircle where you guys were at, it went. Imagine an arrow kind of shooting straight like an arrow line away from you guys in the quickest manner possible.
Okay. You guys, do you want me to go and finish it off, it's within range. I can dash and do some damage, and then yeah. What do you say?
Why do we need?
What if it fucking comes back for my other kid?
Well, it moved its maximum distance possible, so that means it's in full retreat. So it's either we can let it go.
Kill it! Kill it!
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do? Jake,
I
it's
mean,
your turn. What are you gonna do?
I don't think it's any friend to the wolves, to be honest, and that the wolves are here intruding on its land, and that's honestly the history of all the information that you gave us.
Well, I mean, you have.
But
you
we
guys
should
can all-
probably put it out of its misery, right?
However, it didn't say bless you when I sneezed.
Oh, cute.
Jacob, fucking
Go kill it.
someone me back though.
No, screw you.
Drag my limp out of here.
Well, it is currently Jacobius' turn. What are you doing? Are you chasing after it, or are you staying and disengaging at this point? Because remember, your last action was disengage, so you were.
Yeah. So I'm basically.
So technically, you are the furthest away from it because you jumped back.
Okay. So let's see. I think we'll go in for the kill. Yeah, guys. Go in for the kill, guys. Or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Revenge my kitty! Avenge my kitty!
Okay. Okay. I use dash to make it up 35 feet, which puts me in melee range. And then
You're gonna get shit rocked right now.
and then I'm gonna get hit.
So you are basically leaving your group behind and jumping in.
Bye.
Bye, have a great time.
I'm just making sure I understand because it's far away from you. So you are using your dash, which is basically your bonus action, more or less, to run forward and attack.
How many hit points is
It's
that?
not in the direction of the unsub, right?
Say that again?
It's not in the direction of the unidentified monster.
You don't know what direction of
You
an
don't remember the last direction that monster was in?
Well, you guys are hours away from where that was.
Oh, okay. I thought this because it like happened right as she was like, looking forward at a roaming creature. Then the owl came up behind us. Maybe I misunderstood, but then I was like,
yeah,
okay.
no. This was the large dark figure that you saw that was moving up ahead. Because remember, Adelaide was up ahead of you, and it was in front of her, and you saw you saw its movement, but you couldn't quite tell what it was, and then it started charging.
Okay. Okay. I was wondering because then like it got this surprise attack on us, so that's why I was like, okay, it somehow teleported. Yeah, it's 1d20.
Uh-oh, my internet connection is being unhappy right now.
Oh no.
I got a 12 on the hit dice plus 5 is 17.
Okay, so
And
say that
1d4.
again. What are you actually doing?
Hit dice is
So you're attacking, yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not, right?
What attack are you doing?
I'm doing this sneak attack since its back is turned. Which.
Well, I would say, yeah. I guess technically you could. It's running away.
Okay. So, hold on. This is my first actual backstab that I've gotten to do. So there's like a table here that I have to read. Shit, I'm sorry, guys. Give me just a second.
You're good.
Okay, so sneak attack at level 3 is 2d6.
With the how many hit points does he have left?
You don't know that.
No.
Yeah, he's definitely not happy. You know, he was injured
But I know how much
when
he's
you guys
supposed to
engaged
have
him.
at start.
So he probably would have been an APK if we just
Okay.
picked him up.
I know. Instead of killing him,
Okay, so
Yeah, that's also
yeah,
my.
with the sneak attack, you can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature that I hit with an attack. So I rolled a 17 on the hit roll, and now my just the regular dagger rolled on a 1d6 rolled 6. So
Okay.
that's
So
six
you actually
plus
okay. So you hit 6 on your attack,
yeah,
or
on the
on your
dagger.
damage roll,
Yep.
and then
Now
what
I
for
have
your
to
sneak
do
attack?
was a 3 and a 1, so it's only plus 4, 10 total.
Okay.
And I could activate Booming Blade and then disengage. So yes, I choose to do that.
before Uncle Nicky makes, he's like, I don't think I can really do that, motherfucker.
Yeah, so you technically used a bonus action at the very beginning of it, so I don't.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
because
can't.
you used it as
You're
dash.
right.
Yeah, so you use
Okay.
your dash. So I don't think you get to use booming blade again.
No, the Booming Blade it's
Because
you
it can't.
brandish you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting on a creature 5 feet in front of you. On hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal attack effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn.
Right, but I think you have to use that as the attack action.
Oh, okay, instead of sneak attack. Got you. Okay. Well, no, this did more damage then.
Okay.
Because Booming Blade doesn't do more damage until level 5. So yeah, what did I get? 6. I got 10. 10 damage plus
80.
Sweet Mary Mother. 10 damage plus 5 plus 3 piercing. 13 total damage with the piercing.
Okay, so as all this is going on, you guys see Jacobius just literally just blaze forward in like this. He literally is a blur as he's running forward. You know, think of it. I'll just say, you know, he's running Naruto style with his head up and his arms back behind him. Yeah. And as he leaps forward, he basically pulls out his dagger, and just as quick as he pulled it out, whack, just kind of sticks it right back into that same spot. You know, up there in his shoulder, and you know, kind of hitting the same exact wound that was there before, that subsequently got healed, and then reopened back up again. And as the dagger goes in, he just plants his feet and leans back, and as the owlbear is running forward, is, you know, as quickly as it can on its injured, you know, with its injured leg, literally the blade just starts tipping and ripping everything all the way back. And just cuts this huge, like, it's literally slicing through the existing gash that was there, and just like tearing what was a large hole into pretty much just splits this thing open, and it literally slams forward and just slides out on its side, and as it does, it lets out this guttural and falls down and on its side. And it's like trying to move and pull itself forward as its side literally just kind of like opens up, and everything just starts spilling out from inside it. And like its entrails are just kind of out there, and you look over at it as you're standing there, kind of like over its body, just kind of huffing in that it just took so much energy to move forward. You literally see a tear come from its eye, and then it just lays its head down.
What? Doing this to us? He took my titty, man.
And it's gone.
Gone?
It's
Wait,
dead.
what?
It died?
Like dead? Okay.
Take its skin to replace my eyes. It's he's back.
Is it my turn?
Cooler.
So,
Man, you just had to pull the feelers on that one.
Yeah, that was emotional. The fuck?
Emotional damage.
emotional damage.
Damage, emotional damage.
So there before you, Jake. You literally have a very large carcass of an owl bear with
The entrails.
its still steaming entrails just kind of like hanging out of its body, a tear going down its eye,
Oh,
and its tongue just kind of like dangling out of its sad beak mouth. Um, it still kind of twitches, but it's down. Um, and as you just kind of stand there with your arms down at your sides and just blood dripping off of your blade, you just pick it back up and stick it back into its sheath. And what are you gonna do?
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I feel very bad, so I kneel down and I close its gigantic fucking eyes.
Pull that tear off its face.
And then I say a fey prayer. There you go.
A fake prayer?
Fey prayer. Yeah, because we're drow and shit like that.
He's like, I pick up its tear and I eat it.
Right? It's got to be useful for enchanting.
All right, so Jacobius kneels down, closes its eyes, and kind of pushes, like, he just kind of like takes its tongue dangling out of its mouth and just kind of pushes its beak semi-closed.
Oh God.
And he basically has like the saliva on his finger from doing that, and it just kind of pops back open again, and
Oh God.
yeah.
All right. Well, so honestly, I think Adelaide should inspect the beast so that she can eventually turn in and communicate with them. Because if they are native to the forest, we should probably have some kind of form of protection.
That is smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
You
someone
only
gonna heal me?
So are you guys coming up to join Jacob?
Yes.
I'm dying.
Jacobius. Yeah. You basically are just like you're limping and bleeding from
Yeah.
your titty.
I gave you potions.
So your titty suffered emotional damage.
Emotional damage. See, someone heal me, man. I can't do it
You
on my
have potions.
You have a potion, dingus.
Please help, kitties.
Drink it.
Thanks, Jacobus.
Don't you have healing?
So are you chugging a potion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I don't remember. It's been so long since I actually played with one of these. How many points of restore?
I guess it's like a 25% thing or something, but I don't know.
I'll go look it
50% heal.
up.
Does my tip come back?
But it's a scarred tit.
Ow!
All right, 150. Let's go to page 150. I go and I look it up. Look. Do you guys have all have healers kits? Who has? What do you guys have? You guys have is Adventures kits?
I have a Dungeoneer's pack or an Explorer's pack. I think I picked the Explorer's pack.
Yeah,
What did you pick?
The Explorers.
No, I didn't try to kill you.
So doesn't that mean I get my own like bandages and stuff?
Yeah, you do have a healing kit,
Okay.
Yeah, don't
but
use
you
my
also have potion.
I do?
Well, I thought Jake just gave you one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gave you one.
I gave everybody 3.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, everyone has 3. That way it's like in a pinch. It's mostly for combat, but I just didn't think it was safe enough to rest here. I don't know.
All right, I apologize. I'm trying to look it. Okay, so you gain 2d4 plus 2. So roll 2d4 and then add 2.
Is that this one? Yes.
Okay. But
2.
it's a 5. It's a 2. It's
This
2.
bitch. Come on, a d4. I rolled a 5. There's only 4 sides. There's only 4.
She dropped the potion. It breaks.
She dropped the potion and it broke all over the floor. Literally, it spilled into the owl bear, which had enough to go, and then flipped you off, and then died. All right, so roll your d4 twice and then add 2.
Okay,
It's
so I got
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, so you roll your d4 twice and then add 2.
So
8
4, 6, 8.
in total.
Are you sure?
Yes, you rolled a 2, and then a 4, and then another
Look at
2.
that. Look at that. Who says the Dungeons and Dragons can't teach you fucking math, huh? Huh?
Woo!
All right. So add your how many points? You're in a bad way. You're in a bad way, kid.
Yeah, I have 5.
Plus 5. So.
Okay, so you had 5. So you had 5, and now you're plus what?
13.
13. Oh, so you're at a total of 13, or you?
At a total
I'm
of
at
13.
Okay,
now,
so
yeah.
you're now 13. All right. What's your total hit points?
24.
24.
Did you want more?
Okay. All right. So that was your potion. All right. So you drink your potion. It definitely did some healing. You feel more better, but not 100% better because you know. So you can your titty is no longer bleeding. It's just kind of like the large gash. It's not bleeding.
Limp biscuit.
Yeah, you got
It's a little
yeah.
cave.
Your biscuit is limp.
Shit. Definitely with a Z.
Somebody dying.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go see what the fuck it was fucking trying to protect.
All right. So you have how many hit points now total?
24, but I have 13 now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're at 13. Okay.
Owl bear bit my kitty off.
Excuse?
The owl bear bit my kitty off.
Well, that's what you get for being naked.
Hey, they made me take off my undies and throw it at it. They thought it was offensive, so I left.
It was definitely
What?
offended by you throwing your undies.
Can I please take its pelt so I have new fresh undies?
So are you? So you're basically so you are wanting to skin it now. Okay. All right. So
Yes.
Wait, first, use the investigation intelligence roll to see what exactly the wounds previously that this
all
thing
right.
acted.
So who's gonna roll the wisdom check?
I will have Blueberry do it.
Okay, go for it, Blueberry.
D20, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And my undies.
Don't die.
15.
She got 15.
All right, 15. You got. Oh yeah, that's the okay. So
Okay.
as you're going through and you're looking at it, you're.
Just get a plate.
You go.
What?
I'll go, you go.
No,
What
I'm
I-
just waiting.
Somebody steal the undies for me, please.
Sorry, we're gonna get food one by one because
Okay.
they made it.
Okay, poods one by one. All right. So so you kind of look down at the this poor dense creature.
Yes.
You can definitely tell like it is not normal for wolves to challenge an owl bear. An owl bear is a very formidable opponent. As you can
Okay.
see, it can strike quickly and it can do a lot of damage in a short period of time. So in order for this to have happened and for it to have multiple wounds on it by the time you guys got to it, you know that it was in a hellacious fight. You can definitely tell by just kind of looking around the area. Owl bears have a tendency to be very territorial, as you discovered when you came up on it. It is still, it was still being defensive of its area. So you know that it was definitely from somewhere from around here. It didn't just wander here. But it definitely seemed to be out of sorts. So something was not quite right about the situation. So it's definitely from around the area.
Okay.
You can tell it wasn't here because there's no, there's no nest per se for it. Like you don't see anything kind of close where you were at. But you can tell that these woods are definitely, I'll just say it's home territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So is somebody going to try and skin this, or are you waiting for Bean to come back and do this?
Bean is here.
Are you skinning it?
Yes.
Okay, skin it.
I want
Okay.
my undies back.
Well, you technically could just go over there and pick them up.
I don't
you
want those anymore.
I want fresh undies. All right.
I want-
So if you're going to be skilling, that's kind of going to go long. Well, this is going to be a combination of things. All right. So roll your d20
Okay. Hold.
and
14.
14. Okay. And plus what? Do you have any? And do you have any? You're going to add your. Let's see. Hang on. Survival, technically. Wisdom. All right. What's your wisdom? Your wisdom bonus.
+2.
+2. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very large creature that is unwieldy, that has now been kind of sliced. I'll just say, fortunately / unfortunately, Jacobius kind of started this process for you. He just didn't exactly do it in the normal place, because normally you would start kind of like from underneath the chin and split down the belly, but he just kind of shanked it starting at the shoulder and worked its way around the side, almost like he was just gonna.
Oh shit! Let me get the kiki sauce.
Okay.
The geeky sauce. Anyway,
It's a kiki sauce.
so what part of this are you trying to get? Is there any particular part of this that you're trying to keep, or you just want to get anything you can?
Cloak.
Huh?
I want to have it as a cloak.
Okay, you want to have it as a cloak. Okay. So as you, since it's pretty much missing its front forearm from the piece that was already cut, it was basically lobbed off. You kind of start from there, and you literally kind of slice around the back of it as much as you can, kind of like propping it up a little bit and getting as low as you can to cut around the bottom backside of it, back up to where its head is, and all the way up to where its neck is, and you're actually trying to like pull its head off, as you're kind of cutting through underneath, but it's just too tough. So as you kind of go up, you can pretty much have up to where the top of its ears are, but you can't get anything from its face. So you pretty much have from its ears up here, the pelt,
Ears.
all the way back. So you have
Nice.
owl ears left, but on this blood-soaked mass of what used to be a very poor owl bear.
I'm going to wear it immediately.
I just feel so bad for this freaking thing. No, because that, like, if we investigate the area, we're gonna find some like owl bear cub that everybody's gonna be feeling sorry for, and it's all just trying to protect its home. And these stupid wolves are just migrating through here, causing ruckus. And it's all our fault. We just kill everything in our path.
I guess we'll see what happens. So
We're
all right. So Bean literally just kind of like flings it around and just puts on its furry suit. So Bean is now a furry.
It's cloak. Yeah, I'm wearing it as a cloak.
Oh my god. Do you have a fursona?
No.
Yes, Bean's persona is now owlbear in nature. But it's basically got like the back cloak kind of hanging off and sticking to your back, since it's pretty much freshly off of the body and sticking to you like it's actually kind of like a second skin at this point. It's not so much like a cloak. It's literally sticking to you like you're wearing a skin. And you have like the port up there with the owlbear ears that kind of pull forward and the furrowed brow.
Well, all
Well,
right.
That
I am
just
too-
happened. All right, so I see that Mia is getting some food.
Yes, sir.
Some foods. All right. One owl bear carcass down.
Okay. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
So,
You, Jake. Shut the fuck.
yeah, no, I'm so conflicted about having killed that thing just now. Just saying, like, I am so trying to do this quest correctly, and it's giving me so much anxiety that we're just killing everything.
Well, we tried healing it.
No,
You
really.
guys-
This is like Elder Scrolls, guys. Once you kill the quest giver, the quest goes away.
I can neither confirm nor deny that at this time.
Joking.
All right, I'll be right back while she's getting food. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
This game gives me so much anxiety.
What?
game gives me so much anxiety.
Fuck you.
Okay, so but while he's gone, tell us what are we supposed to do with this quest since you kind of already read up on it.
You read it? No, I didn't read anything. Did you?
No.
I
Like
mean,
what we're supposed to do besides kill it, like distract it and go behind it or something?
There's no fucking way.
you guys could Google wolves. Well,
I looked at what they look like. They're terrifying.
yeah, they're pretty cool. But I think honestly though, you have Mia. Adelaide has only one transformation left. Before we rest, do you want to just like rest now or no? Because like, what if we need the direwolf form to communicate, and now we have an owl, bear form. We have two ways. I don't know. I'm just trying to do the quest right, guys.
I don't know. What the fuck has she turned to? We killed the owl bear. There's no other owl bear to talk to now.
No, I'm just saying this is their forest, though. We're bound to find more.
Oh man.
Well, I have a pelt, and Mia can turn into one.
Take the claws and bones and stuff, and like make weapons.
That's what I was saying. It probably gets to take its eyeballs too. It's probably good for something.
We have no carrying cap, so we just stick the whole rest of the owl bear in the bag.
Yeah.
All right, what did I miss while I was gone?
Okay, so
Have you guys murdered anything else while I was gone?
Oh.
I do have. There's no carrying cap. There's no weight cap, right?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
No weight cap.
There's no weight cap. I mean, technically, no. I mean, I'm not so much concerned about how much weight you guys carry. Why would it? What's so? Oh, hold on. We'll wait for Mia.
Ah, I'm here.
All right. So if you didn't catch it, Bean basically skinned the owl bear and finished pulling off the backside of its pelt, leaving the legs. It was unable to, to get the legs. Tried to cut off its head so it could have, the full complete set, but all it was able to do was just kind of like up and around the top of the head. So it basically has like the owl's ears, pitched forward and like the furrowed brow. And she is now wearing it as a quote cloak or cape. However, it was basically freshly ripped off of the body, so it's all warm and sticky and is literally sticking to her like a fursuit. So she's basically a fursona.
Oh god.
Oh, this could be the lead on to how I turned into a cat for our other story.
That's not the same person there, champ.
I got diseased. I became a new woman.
That's nasty.
All right, fine. Let's go find out what the bitch.
Can I stick this owl bear in my bag?
You want to put the whole ass owl bear in your bag?
I don't think your bag is going to be big enough to carry an entire owl bear.
I'm not fucking taking pieces of it except for its skin. I just want the
You
skin.
take the claws and the beak and the eyes. Just start mutilating.
Are you wanting to take more, or what are you doing? Who's doing what?
We're taking it all.
No.
All right, so
Is there any magical properties to be gained off, like, from things? Like, I mean, obviously she can make armor from the leather or something. Like, there's crafting in the game, right? Like, there's stuff that we could actually use this for? Or just selling it?
Well, I guess that's going to depend on if you go to an armor smith or some other person that is capable to see if anything can be enchanted. I mean, anybody can spend any kind of time trying to enchant something. Whether or not it's successful depends on the person doing it and what they're trying to do.
Like, could you take an eyeball and then grind it up into a potion of, like, dark vision or something?
You will not know unless you try.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Jacob pops out an eyeball and gives it a try. Roll.
Hold on. You guys are talking over each other. I can't hear you.
Okay.
Go.
All right, Jake, go first.
I mean, I know it seems like a waste of time because there's a whole group involved, but like crafting could be useful. I don't know if you want it. I'm just gonna try popping out an eyeball and then making a potion.
Okay, so you don't necessarily have the facilities there to be able to try and make a potion, and unless you have the skill set to start doing that.
Oh, I have a poisoner's kit, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, now you can always take it and save it for later if you run across somebody or if you have the skill that you want to be able to learn, if it applies to a skill that you have, or you can find somebody that has a particular skill and see if it's something that can be used.
Okay. Well.
But that's just going to depend on your travels and what you choose to do. But you are more than welcome to try and take an owlbear eyeball if that is what you so choose to do. You will have to attempt the skill to do so.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like Bean had to attempt it. What's that?
I'm starting to think that was a waste of time. I'm sorry.
All right. So what are we doing?
I was thinking it's either we rest or we proceed on.
Well,
So at this point, it's kind of like mid-afternoon. The sun was already at its highest peak, so you're not necessarily getting any more light out of it. But you have several more hours of light left before you're pretty much going to be in forest dark.
Okay. Well, we have 3 more hours. That means Mia has, 4 more hours of transformation if she wants to keep going by either bear or wolf form.
That was actually a pretty good encounter for you, Mia.
What?
I said that was actually a pretty good encounter for you.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Now I can be an owlbear.
Yeah, you now have the ability for owlbear.
Yay!
Woo! That's fucking.
Oh, I'll take your other boob.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah. No, Mia.
She just said, "I'm gonna take your other boob." That's some savage shit right there.
So Mia, so like you have 2 attacks. One of them is a 2d8 plus 5. The other's a 1d10 plus 5. And you can do 2 of them in the same move.
Wow.
Are you talking about her owlbear form?
Yeah, the owlbear form, like just.
Yeah, so owlbears have the ability. It's basically a multi-attack, which is pretty much what happened to Bean. You have a claw attack, and you have it's kind of like a bite attack with the beak. So you can use either, and you would basically roll for either one of. You roll for both of them basically. It's a multi-attack in one turn.
Oh.
Yeah. And just as an FYI, of course they have the speed of 40, which is why they move so fast. Because bears can typically run very, very fast. They are very husky. Your AC is 13 by default. So you got some thick skin to you. You have dark vision. You have passive perception 13. So there's some pretty good stuff for owlbears. It's considered a large monstrosity.
That's fun.
Yeah, you have very keen sight and smell.
Murder.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And Jake, since you have the stat block there, what's your normal hit points when you transform? Do you have the stat block up still?
Oh yeah, it's well they have a constitution of 17 and it doesn't show 50 what? 59?
59. Owlbears have hit points of 59. Now, this owlbear for you guys happened to already be injured, so it was already lower on hit points. But because you know owlbear form, you basically, if you transform at the beginning of whatever it is that you're doing, when you take that form, you start off with 59 hit points.
Dude, we're not fighting another one of those. We disengage, bitches. Disengage.
You killed it.
You're really lucky.
You killed it, and you're wearing its body.
Guys, that means it had less than a third of its health left when we started the fight. Just saying. That would have killed it.
But you can see how quickly it can do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are very dangerous creatures. So now the cool thing, and I know I had talked with Mia about this before, but as a druid, when you wild shape and you take on whatever you know, whatever form you're doing. Like in this particular case, like we're talking about owlbear. So she, you know, she goes owlbear form. She starts off as that owlbear with 59 hit points. If she stays in a fight with that until she loses all of those hit points, and she transforms back into her, you know, her druid form. You're human, right? Or, yeah, you're a human druid. You transform back into your human self. Then you have whatever hit points as your human form did when you start. You know, like when you started before you transformed. So in other words,
So-
if you're fully healed and you go owlbear, then yeah, then you basically it's a bear. It's almost like a dire bear. But yeah, but it's better than dire bear because it literally has 2 attacks.
Right? Level up.
Level. Honestly, that was actually a
she's the
really
only
good
person
encounter for you.
who's getting stronger.
Yeah,
here.
outside of being, you know, becoming a furry and having a owlbear persona, like you actually have a pretty good ability under your belt now. It's pretty dope. And Bean just gets to smell like one.
Perfect.
The
All right. So what you guys doing? It's like I said, it's mid-afternoon. You know, kind of getting on the day. You have several hours left of good usable daylight. What you doing? You're stuck in the thick of it at this point.
Oh dear. Do we keep
Alright.
going?
So
Tell me.
we.
I need to heal more. Because obviously, if the beasts in this section are doing that much damage, I'm fucked. If we get
Okay.
into another,
So who has used what spell slots, if any?
I use any.
I think I would use
What's that?
The only thing I used was Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration, which is that cantrip or that's an actual spell, right?
It says bonus action. Wait.
You can cast it as a bonus action, but does it take up a spell slot?
But does it do anything?
It's funny because my book that everything that I have tagged is for the other campaign. So every time I'm like, oh look here, no, that's not it.
I don't know. This is right there.
Okay, and then Mia, you did healing. What did you do? Healing word?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that?
I think healing word is like 2 or 3 times a day. And then Mia also did 1 of 2 transformations.
Yes.
But does the wild shape does it count as a spell slot? I don't think it does it?
It doesn't say it does.
Yeah, I think it's actually ability.
Yeah, I think Bardic Inspiration is an ability.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration and I think Wild Shape are also. It takes an action. Both of those take action, but they are not spell slots.
So does Mia have no cooldown?
Well, okay. So the way that it works is you can stay beast shape for 1 hour, and then you revert back to your normal self unless you expend another use of this feature. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on.
Whoops.
La, 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 la.
Whoops.
Maybe it do. God, my 0. Sorry, I'm going through and checking on this one because this one was kind of newer out of Xanathar's. So, and it's a great freaking ability. I love it. It is super good. That is monk. That is druish. There we go. Learning beast shapes. You gain wild shape as a 2nd level druid. You might wonder which beast you've already seen. These tables can help you. So freaking cool that you got owlbear. That's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
But
Was that what or butt?
I said kick some butt.
Geek some bouteille. Yeah, honestly, you can F people up with that one.
Yeah. And just looking at the muscles on this thing is that's scary.
Yeah, explain it. Kind of go over what you see. Describe it.
Okay, so this is easily like it's a 2-ton animal for sure. And it's extremely broad shoulders with like these wings coming up off of its front elbows, and like they're like kind of small like feathered wings, like something that you'd see off of a chicken, but not it's more terrifying looking. for sure. And yeah, it's just there's a lot of muscle on that thing.
Yeah, it is very beefy. It is very thick. So literally imagine a very giant bear with the front half of an owl.
Can you imagine it just grabbing a hold of your arm and then doing an owl 360 next to it? Clip your arm right off.
Super cool. This class feature. Wild shape does not count as a spell.
Yay.
It is an ability. However, you can only stay wild shaped in a particular. So at level 3 where you're at, you can basically keep it for an hour. So you can stay in any one form for an hour before you automatically revert back, unless you do it voluntarily beforehand, or you basically kind of get injured enough to where you lose those hit points.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then
So she can hold
and then it requires a full rest to get back to full health.
Okay.
So an overnight.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So so then you did what was your other one? What did you cast? Healing word?
Yeah.
Is that cantrip?
No. I don't think.
I think it is a spell.
Yeah.
A regular.
Okay, yeah. So it's you are not a life cleric. You are druid. Okay, yeah. So you'll just mark down one spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have what, 3 more, I think. 3 more spell slots. Yeah. So you'll have, okay. So you have three level 1s and 2 level 3s, I believe, or I'm sorry, 2 level 2s. So you have a total of 5 spots, and I'm assuming that you casted it at first level. So you have 2 first level spell slots left and 2 second level spell slots.
Okay.
And then Bardic Inspiration is basically an ability, so that no requires spell slot. All right. So and then nobody else casted anything. You didn't use a key point. You chose not to, so you're good. All right. So at this point, the only thing that you have down is 1 spell slot from your druid and 1 broke ass titty.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Where you going? What you doing?
Oh dear.
I need to heal more.
Would you like me to heal you? Oh my God, woman.
She's healing me.
I'll heal her.
We can
Okay.
we can all donate a potion.
So walk me through your healing. What you doing?
Hold my drink, bitch.
Here, hold my drink, bitch.
Fucking where is it?
What spell is it?
Healing word?
Oh, you also have healing word. Okay.
I do. Or should I just do the fucking Song of Rest? No, but you're the only one. Yeah, so no. You're the only one that got fucked up. Hold on, there's so many spells in this freaking book.
There's so many spells.
Okay, 1d4.
Better roll good, bitch.
My spellcasting ability modifier, which is I think charisma. Where are you?
Yeah, Blueberry's charisma is +3.
Okay. So it's a 1d4 and then +3.
See.
Hey-ya! 2.
Oh, bitch.
Sorry, dude.
And then +3, which is 5.
Okay, well, that's better than 13.
So
I'll
you
take
are now at 18. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So you are up to 18. So mark that down. You got 18 hit points. You are definitely feeling better and more refreshed. Your titty's still a little sore, but you are no longer bleeding. It's not a saggy biscuit. It is now just a biscuit.
A biscuit. Okay.
It is simply biscuit.
I'll take it.
We lost Jaeger.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Nope. All good. All right. So At this point, while you've spent some time kind of hemming and hawing and you know, um, skinning for your furry persona, your furry persona. You know, the afternoon sun has continued to move on. The light that does kind of come through the trees is like you can see it just kind of like has moved the shadows slowly across the floor. You know, like I said, you're kind of in the way denser part of of the forest now. You're well into it. There's very little visible sunlight that is casting any beams through. It is still light enough to where you can kind of see your way through everything. You can definitely hear some of the afternoon, evening creatures, kind of coming out and scurrying around for some of their food. People picking up, whatever kind of foods they can. The squirrels, birds are away. Yes.
No.
May we suggest that Blueberry and I, we put up our fairy fires in both the back and the front of the party.
I believe those are cantrips. Yes.
Yeah, they're our drown magic.
What's that?
Or the drown magic that we have. It just like summons a little dim light.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, I know what fairy fire is. It literally. So is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah. Alohomora. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one.
I know what you're doing there.
Right? Lumos. That's right.
Lumos.
That's too funny. All right. So you and Blueberry literally, you just kind of, you put your hand up and you kind of say a little incantation and just kind of like flare your hands out and little orbs of light just kind of like appear in the air, kind of hovering magically, tinkling with the colors of, pink and yellow and orange and blue. And it's not super bright, but it definitely casts an open light around you guys. One at the front of the group and one at the back of the group. So who is where?
Well,
we're all on top of each other's shoulders. Jade's carrying.
I'll be behind Jacobius.
Okay. All right. So Jacobius, are you out front?
Yes.
I can be. I have
you guys tell me.
I have passive dark vision.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking, it's definitely getting way thicker. I mean, there's bushes, there's shrub everywhere. It's not just this is not a walk through the park. You're definitely having to kind of like scale over some rocks, definitely walk around some bushes and everything. And as you're kind of like single file and turning, and you get caught on leaves every now and then. From the bushes as you're going by, the trees are definitely thicker. It's darker outside as you're going. You can definitely hear the crickets. There's no more creatures kind of stirring around. And as you're walking in your direction, you have the orbs of light that you guys have cast. Adelaide, where are you in the group? There's a cat above you that's going to jump down and murder you right now.
Oh, I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle. Okay.
And Lily's in the back, bitch.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you in the back, Blueberry?
I am in back.
Blueberry in the rear. All right, so you guys are kind of going down this. It definitely looks like a trail. As you're doing it, it's a. I'll just say a well padded enough trail. It's not very big, but you're definitely following what appears to be an animal made trail. It's not a human trail by any means, because this is not simple for the average human size or humanoid to kind of travel through without kind of catching on the bushes and the shrubs and the trees and everything. You're in thick forest at this point.
And it's definitely not a monstrosity's path. Right?
It does not appear to be so. No.
Okay.
So
good.
Which
I think we're on the
doing?
right track.
Are you pressing forward or are you stopping anywhere?
We can continue. Would you like to continue pressing forward? I'm going to use.
Are you still watching Netflix? Press yes to continue.
What? I get it. Okay. I'm gonna use the perception skill
Okay. What are you trying to percept?
just to kind of see what type of animal pads that can be seen on the trail and anything around it.
What kind of what?
Like to like how fresh like this trail is like
Okay.
the most
right.
recent traveled.
Okay.
I think you're much into it, weirdo.
What?
There's animals in a fucking. There's a cow farm. You're gonna find cows at a cow farm.
All right. So
just wanna see
go
it.
ahead and roll. Roll your wisdom. So roll your d20 and add your wisdom
Oh god.
for your perception.
All right, I rolled a 7.
A 7 plus 3. All right. Well, I'm assuming. What is your plus? Did I get the right one? I have.
No, I already added everything. It's 7.
Okay. Oh, so it's a total of 7.
Yeah.
It's a trail and it smells like animal.
Damn it.
Wow.
I should have let you roll a 10.
All right. So what you doing?
Press on.
All right.
Yeah,
Pressing on.
take the lead.
What time is it? What time
11
is
to
it?
9:30.
Mia, you gonna take the lead?
What?
What's that on?
I think the encounter's going to start.
Okay. Because Lily has to leave at 6 in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So-
we might have
Are
to
we-
stop it.
Are we? So what time do you guys need to stop? Do we have a hard stop?
Not hard stop. We could probably just have everyone go back to the town.
No, just sleep
Or
in the
just- or
fucking
just
forest. We're
rest
already
in-
in here,
Oh my
man.
God. Okay, fine. Rest in the forest.
Yeah, make a tent out of jade pelt.
No, that's mine. My own.
We're going to get that rested bonus.
Get that rest
gonna-
bonus being underneath the tent.
Yeah, the warmth of
Wait in the
their flesh.
All right. So equipment wise, does anybody have an adventurer's kit? Who's carrying
have
what? I don't remember what you guys have.
Have an entertainer.
so she can do a song and dance as you guys are all eating.
Carry a drum and a at all times.
No, I have an explorers.
mine's burglars.
What about you, Mia? What do you have? What's
well,
your kit that you're carrying?
I don't know. I have an herbalism kit.
Yeah, you guys don't have shit. All right. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do a makeshift camp here, so obviously you don't have
This
a
is
tent.
why we need Merrick. We need Merrick.
You have no tent. So you're going to be sleeping out in the open. Are you making a fire, or are you just like tell me what you guys are doing?
I got some flint.
Make a fire.
Do have flint. We'll make a fire.
Okay. All right.
Make a fire.
So
I sleep in a tree due to my past traumas. So I will be in a tree in my furry.
okay. So you guys make a little campfire. You kind of gather around a little bit, and everybody kind of huddles close as the temperatures drop down. With the sun going down, it's definitely gotten chillier. Your fairy fire was definitely casting some light, and then it kind of went out, which you don't need anymore now that you have your campfire. So is everybody going to sleep, or is anybody staying up?
Someone needs to stay watch.
Jacob.
You do it. You're the peeping
Yeah.
Tom.
So two of us are actually short. Blueberry, you're the one who's also a short sleeper. You have trance as well, right? We
I
could
have
just
what?
do a shift while the other two take long sleep.
Does Halfling have that ability? Half elf trait?
Elf, yeah, with the Fae.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know for sure that Jacobius does. Drow definitely have that. It was kind of like the your other characters, where you trance. I know that elves do it, which is basically what a drow is. He's a dark elf. But I don't know about the other ones. Does
Half elf doesn't have it.
yeah? I don't think sure. Yeah. Okay.
No.
So Jacobius, you are the only one that has that
That's fine. That's fine. I don't actually need a rest because I'm full health and I have no abilities. I mean, I'm all ability, no spells. So
All
I
right.
will remain vigilant.
All right. So as you all lay down around the campfire and try and get some rest, Jacobius once again is the creeper and just kind of sits there and crisscross applesauce goes into his trance and just kind of spends his time there because he
Intrigue.
yeah he has insomnia and he technically only quote sleeps for about 4 hours. You hear the owls there kind of hooting around. You can hear the crickets in the background. Other than that, it's just the nightly forest sounds. It's a even though you have the fire going, it's a bit of a uncomfortable, hard, cold ground sort of rest. You're all adventurers, so you're kind of used to it, but it's enough to get you by. Um,
I have a
you,
pelt.
you have a pelt and you are scarred from sleeping in trees in the past, or from where you needed to sleep in the tree.
I need to sleep in the tree.
Okay, so Bean is literally passed out, wearing the furry suit, legs spread eagle on some branches, just splayed out, snoring like a mad wild beast. Annoying Adelaide, who really wants to be able to sleep, but has a little bit of a leery eye and ear out, and as the night noises let you rest, but even though it's a full rest, it was not a very comfortable rest. As the sun starts coming up and light kind of starts creeping back into the area, um, the good part is that it starts warming up a little bit. It's not as cold. It was an uneventful night, other than you have Creeper that's been slowly, crisscross applesauce in the trance kind of hanging out all of you, but then after 4 hours, he just got up and started wandering around because he didn't have anybody to talk to. Check your pockets.
Just reading everybody's personal shit.
he's reading everybody's personal diaries and smelling everybody's socks while everybody's sleeping, whatever. Yeah, so you guys wake up in the morning and you start hearing the bustling of creatures around. The birds are kind of starting to chirp again. It's enough to where you're like, okay, I guess we can kind of start moving on.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So you are you pressing on?
Yeah.
I think we're
All right.
being good.
I will also say, since it was an overnight rest, Jade, how many hit die do you have?
I had 18.
You
No,
had 18. Okay, so you have your 8 die is 3d8 with a full rest. You're going to roll 3d8 and add that back onto your if any. And I don't think anybody else lost any hit points, did they?
No, I think it
No,
was just.
you
Oh, it
can't.
was just.
Yeah. So
I was the only one
every
left.
time, so every time you take a full rest, you take whatever hit die you have, and then you roll them and add that back onto your hit points. So you take a d8,
Okay.
roll it 3 times, and then add that onto your 18 that you had when you started to sleep.
Gotcha.
What?
7.
Every day.
Every time you take a full rest, you have to take a full rest.
So like,
So
keep growing my hit points above my max, or no?
No, you can only you can only have up to your max, unless there are other circumstances, like there's the Royal Feast, which of course is an ability of a druid, like way higher level later.
Yeah.
And basically some things will actually buff and push you over your normal hit points, but
Yeah.
under normal circumstances you can only have up to your normal cap.
okay, so I'm back up at my cap.
Okay, and we lost. Looks like we lost Mia.
Yeah,
My
but she's.
computer died.
Her computer died.
Yeah, she can hear from across the room.
Come poop or die. Okay. All right, let's do.
Oh, we're moving.
Oh, you're moving. So nobody moved.
Hey. Hey.
Dumb. Hey. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just continue on. That's fine. Yeah. So. All right. So wait, how many did you get?
I got 8.
8. Okay. Well, I guess that technically, yeah. You're fully restored. You're good. Your health is officially back up to good. All right.
I have
so,
my titty.
You stepped in what?
I have a titty again.
You-
Just
you-
kidding. I don't
you-
want to.
No, you still have your titty. You at this point you have healed back up. It is no longer bleeding, but you have a lovely gashing scar that goes right over the top of your boobie.
I will never get laid. Damn it.
Not wearing those underwear. Anyway, so carrying on. All right. So as you guys kind of press on, it's still very, very thick. You know, the ambient light has definitely. What?
I thought we were stopping.
Oh, are we stopping? We can
Yeah,
stop.
because I gotta go to bed, or at least get started.
Beds for wussies.
Sorry.
Nope, all
Get a
good.
monster. Get a monster.
No, actually, this is probably a good place to stop then.